You see, I believe that some of the best part of Ghana's history is missionary activities. If you study the history of Ghana, some of the best part of our history is missionary activities. The colonialists didn't introduce education to the northern region. The reason is because they wanted the northerners to be laborers for the burgeoning or the increasing economic activity, plantations and the rest in the Gold Coast. They realized when they introduced the people on the south, particularly Cape Coast, to modern Western education, they refused to do menial jobs. So there was a colonial attempt to sabotage education in the north so that the northerners would be used for labor in the south. There was no establishment of any school. You can never find any northern scholar before 1950. Find out if there is anybody from the north who was a scholar before 1950. If there was, it means the person was trained by the Catholic Church. When the colonialists decided not to establish schools in the north, it was the Catholic Church that took it upon themselves. So when Kwame Nkrumah became president, he felt that the northerners were left out in Ghana's education and declared free education in the north for every northerner to go to school for free. If the Catholics had not established school, it would have taken the effort of post-colonial Ghana or Gold Coast before anybody in the north was educated. Why did the missionaries educate people then if they were into exploitation? They introduced them to education because their interest was not for exploitation. It was to introduce people to the civility of the Western world and then also to the religious faith of Christianity. And to also arm them, train them to be skilled to fend for themselves and be free from the controls of colonialism and its imposed slavery among many others. This is what the church stood for. And this is what many historians have refused to acknowledge and to recognize. We can never and ever criticize them for bringing Christianity to Ghana. If there had not been any Christianity, this part of the world wouldn't be anywhere close to what it is now at this time. And in case you do not know, almost every scholar in our political struggles was somebody educated by the missionaries. Which of them was not educated by the missionaries? We have to believe in what these people have done for us. Appreciate the effort of the church in our history. And let us retell the story as it happened.